It's already started.
Okay, hi everyone, my name is Nompumelelo, also known as Elaine, and today I am with
Lelo guys, Lelo guys 1.0 on Instagram.
Follow her guys, please follow her. And welcome to All for One Matters. So today we're going to be speaking about something that is really close to my heart, and I spoke to Lelo about something that I was busy writing, and you guys get to experience it first right here. So okay, fine. Where are we going to start?
Body positivity.
Okay. Oh yeah. Sorry guys. Okay, so today's topic is all about body positivity, and yeah, we've got a lot to say about that.
We've got a lot. Grab your popcorn, grab your tea, grab your friends and your uncles and your aunts.
Okay, basically grab everything. Okay, so where do you want to start?
Let's start talking about like your experience growing up and everything. Like, when did you start realizing that your body has a problem or your body doesn't have a problem, all of that jazz?
I don't like talking about my personal ish, but it's okay, I'm gonna share. Okay, cool. So growing up, right, from a young age, I believe I was pretty chill, that was okay, and things started being different when I noticed how, like, the term studle, the equivalent of being called fatty in English, in case you don't know, is not necessarily like a term of endearment. So so in a way it was something that is not positive, something that is like pathologized in society or the community that I was in, because obviously you look at the facial expressions and they're like, yeah, I used to, like, it's an exclamation mark and like, hey, boy, you know. So what followed was I started looking at myself a bit differently. What's okay, fine.
So like, how old were you?
Well, how old was I can't put
high school, primary vibes.
I think it was definitely primary vibes.
Okay.
So yeah, let's just keep it on primary because I'm not sure the exact time. And then obviously when you start seeing that it's something that's negative, you know, being called studla, I decided that, no man, let me try and, you know, take some measures to just remove this negative label on myself.
Still in primary?
Yes, still in primary. Yes, still in primary, because like once it clicks that it's a negative like term, you're just like, no man, I also want to be as cute and as confident as everyone else. And which points to what I wanted to say about it is that since it's like a negative term, you don't feel beautiful being called that, and the effects of it is that you start feeling like you lose your confidence, and secondly, you don't feel as feminine as you're supposed to feel, because everyone else, oh, it's Landa looking cute and whatnot, you know, but then when it's you, it's like almost like you're being masculinized, if I could say, because you look different, you're not the ideal beauty standard at that point. So yeah, obviously you start taking measures, and the unfortunate part is that I went to, like, I took the almost like detrimental approach to it. I started dieting, guys, and I think yes, at a very young age, I think 12 or 13 or something like that, because I swear, like, I don't know, okay, there's this person who always, when they come around, they're like, yo, uyehlile girl, or yo, unonile. For my white people, it's like, oh, you've lost weight, or no, you've
like,
gained.
I think this is okay to make these comments to primary school kids.
True, like, and they do, and there's nothing that you can do about it.
No.
So yeah, that was what happened, and you're like, okay, fine. So it seems like when they say niyehlile or I've lost weight, it seems like a positive thing. So why not, you know, make the combos communicate and lose a bit of weight? So in my case, it wasn't as I wouldn't say it was the I didn't go about it the right way, because I started eating less, and in a sense, I was not giving my body the nutrients that it needed at that time. And I think that in that sense it becomes like a negative thing, because I do promote like I wasn't exercising at that point. I was not exercising, but I did stop, like I did reduce my food intake, but it wasn't that extreme in the sense that I developed some kind of like eating disorder. But when I look at it right now, I'm like, you didn't go about it the right way. Like, what did you even know about dieting and losing weight and all those things? So yeah, when you start gaining that like self-consciousness, like you just do wild stuff. Yeah, you know, uneducated wild stuff. But yeah, so that happened, and then I don't remember much that happened after that, but it's almost like a phase. You get into it, you get out of it, you get into it,
depending on what's trending.
So yeah, maybe depending on what's trending, but also how you're feeling. That was my experience, and yeah, let's hear from Lelo. What is your experience like?
I was always petite, I was always skinny, and it was never a good thing. It was never a good thing.
What?
Like, no, it was never a good thing. The term slander and everything, I hated it. I hated it. People just assume you don't eat, and then those that are educated assume you have an eating disorder, and yeah, it's just weird. But okay, first I didn't notice. I thought I was just a regular child and everything. But then as you grow up, for me it was actually okay. Primary, we all look the same. Well, pretty much the same. It's either you were fat or you were just a regular. And then high school, when puberty hit, people started getting their curves. People started getting their butts. And you know that school uniform is not flattering at all. At all. So people check out your butt in high school, on the males and stuff like that. Yeah. So now as a petite child who didn't have that fat ass, I felt like, no, I'm at the bottom of the food chain. Like, people were thick. People actually liked the thick thighs, thick butts. Like, people were growing into their bodies, people were curvy, and I was just there like, okay, let me try and gain weight. See, I did the opposite of what you did. Let me try and gain weight. And I ate and I ate, and I have a fast metabolism, guys, so I can eat on behalf of the whole country. Nothing will happen. So I used to eat, and then I was like, you know what, let me just give up, because you know what, there's no point. So I didn't grow up with the petite body being glorified. It was actually like, no, now you need to eat, now you need to eat, you're skinny, whatever, your collarbones are showing, girl. It's just like, oh my gosh, I still have collarbones till this day and stuff. But now I'm just like, yeah, it's whatever. So like, would you say the whole body positivity movement is empowering?
Yes, definitely. It is empowering, because body positivity is all about who has the power to define beauty, or your beauty specifically. So like, for people who don't necessarily who have low maybe have a low self-esteem or a low outlook on their body, I don't know how to put it, but if your relationship with your body is like negative, I feel that maybe you've given people, not necessarily given, but in a sense, people have the power to define beauty for you. And if people say that, oh no, we need big butts, and then you're like, I don't have a butt, and you start moving in a direction that is to fulfill what they define as beautiful, then I think it is sad. I wouldn't say it's problematic, it's sad, because it is a reality, and it is something that is going on and that needs to stop. And then for people who have like acquired the like enough love to actually define beauty for themselves, I believe that body positivity for them just basically says that they have the power. And it's very important for each and every person to fall in love with their body regardless of shape. Oh, and I have to add that for me specifically, it's very important for this movement to be available to like everyone, and everyone to have body positivity, because bodies fluctuate, guys. you're this size this month, next month you're this size,
depending on stress,
depending on stress levels and other factors. So now what the reason why I think that body positivity is so important is because, like, during the fluctuations, deep inside you still like, no man, I'm beautiful, yeah. I'm chilled, I'm happy. You can't enter into a depressed phase or feel like I'm not beautiful because I've gained weight during COVID. You know how like a lot of people will just like, you know what, I've gained weight and everything like that, and it just like disturbed their image of themselves, you know, in a negative sense. So I feel that it's very important for you to have body, like to have body positivity deep inside of you, so that whenever, if you've lost weight, we thank God. If you've gained weight, we thank God. It's the same, guys, it's the same. And yeah, so the love you feel for your body remains constant at all times. So if you lose weight by exercising and properly dieting with
proper nutrition,
proper nutrition, and with help and advice from like dietitians, please do your research. Don't be like, I'm going on a diet. No, it won't help you.
And also like the IG streets, the YouTube streets, they will tell you don't eat carbs for 140 days, intermittent fasting. That's good and all, but if you're a student and you have to be at school from like 8 to 2, you can't afford not to eat from 8 to 2 because you need to eat, you need nutrients, you need to work. So consult, yes, do your research.
Yeah, so for me, when Adele loses weight, I won't be like, oh no, Adele didn't love her chubby weight or anything like that. Let's not talk negatively about people's weight reduction in weight or their gain of like weight and stuff. In all seasons, we love Adele. You know, it should be like that, guys. Yes. Thank you. In short, thank you. Yeah, I think that's so. I have a question for you.
Serious?
Okay. So like, how would you transfer the body positivity movement to kids who don't necessarily have access to like the internet, or like even like proper role models within their families, to actually cultivate this whole concept of body positivity?
I think it starts at home here, and I think it starts with the TV screen. That's why I tell representation matters.
Yes,
and in the magazines and everything, because we didn't grow up with Instagram and everything. It's what we saw on TV, it's what was in the magazines. And families, guys, families will
family member. Mom cool.
So it starts at home. It starts at home. Like, imagine commenting on a 7-year-old or a 9-year-old child was doing like, let the child play, let them be. So I think it's just, first of all, minding your own business helps.
Yes.
Number 2, let kids be kids.
Please.
Let kids be kids. Whether the kid is like overweight or underweight, it's the parents' job to make sure they are fed and they're healthy for their height, for their age. Let kids be kids. And when we grow up, let's have an appreciation for bodies, different bodies.
Different bodies.
Yeah.
Yes, I love that totally. So yeah, I really love that. I can't add anything to that. That just like summed it up in such a beautiful way. And yeah, guys, let us be agents of change and make sure that if you have a younger sister or even older people, we don't know who's out here lacking body positivity in their lives. So let's have these conversations, let's engage people about them, and let's try to change our outlook on what is the ideal standard of beauty. Guys, it changes and changes and changes, and yeah, in a world that is changing its trends so rapidly, it'll never be satisfied at all. So love what you're working with, you know, and yeah, embrace it.
Subscribe.
Subscribe, guys, subscribe. Okay, thank you.